Hey everybody, I had a video about how I made these cages, and I wanted to show you how I made the doors. Alright, so it was pretty simple. I cut a hole, as you can see here, just cut like right about here, you know, halfway up, and cut all the way across, and then the extra wire I bent down, and I did that on all the way around. You can kind of see there, all the way. I left a little bit of material at the top and a little bit of material at the bottom. So then what I did to attach the door, well, then I cut a piece of wire, an extra piece of wire, and I cut it flush, and so I made sure there wasn't like any real sharp edges there all the way around, and it's slightly larger. You can see that it overlaps, and just turn it sideways. That way, if I forget to latch it or it comes unlatched, that they can't really get out so easily. And then I use these same clips here. These right here, these little J clips, I use those at the top to, here, let me show you down here on this other one. I use those here to attach it. I just don't tighten them up as much as when I'm making the sides of the cage. Okay, so leave them a little bit loose so the door will move. And then just some wire here to hold. I know they make like fancy latches, but this works too. Just like rebar wire. I just latch it down like that, and I haven't had a problem with it. And I got a big spool of this wire, so if they ever break, I can just replace it. The way I put my feeders in, I'm sorry about that. These are 7-inch feeders. Okay, kind of the same deal. Just go ahead and cut the wire, the hole that you need, and I cut it at the same level that the door is. Alright, and bend the wire down, and then the feeder. Here, let me try to show you. That's the feeder I'm using. It's a Pet Lodge brand. Alright, it just slides in there, and then connects. Okay, you see how that does that? Just these little arms clip over on the wire, and then you lift that up, put some feed in there, and you do that every day. Okay, so, well, while I'm here at this cage, I might as well give you a little quick view of, these are, I believe, 8 weeks today. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. That's a bigger one. That white one, smaller one. Mom over here, and that's Dad right there. He's a Californian. She is a mix. So I'm not surprised that they're not ready to go just quite yet into the canner. That's what's going to happen to these guys. They're going to go in the canner. They're a little bit feisty. This is a big one right here. No, those two. This one here, and that one there, and that one right there. There was 8, but one of them didn't quite make it. It was a little runt. And then those 4 there in the middle, they're kind of medium. The white one's the smallest. Actually, that white and black one are the smallest. So probably two more weeks, and they'll be out of here. So, quick little update on that. And there's a mama. She decided to kill her first litter and eat one of them, and so did this one here. She decided to eat, well, she didn't eat one of hers, she just didn't put them in the nest box. So they got one more chance. And let's see here. She was bred, what's today, the 18th? She was bred 12 days ago, and she was bred 11 days ago. So she'll be going a day before this one up at the top. Alright. Oh, another thing. Also, quick little thing on the doors. On the top ones, I don't have it, but on the bottom ones, I put this little S hook, and you see that little S hook? And then that way, I can just push the door up and latch it like so, and it'll hold it open for me. So then all I gotta do is kind of unlatch it and let it drop. And these cages down here are supposed to be for my does. Unfortunately, I kind of screwed up. I put the resting mixed breed doe down in the larger cage, and this Californian's up in a smaller cage up at the top. That's a smaller cage, it's a 24 by 30, and these down at the bottom are 30 by 36. So I should have switched them around so she could have more room when she has her babies. But anyways, and then I guess the very last thing, I keep thinking of things to add. This is just an example of my nest box. It's all wood except for the floor. It's a wire floor, just like the wire cages. It's a inch by ½ inch, and these doors are big enough to fit the nest box into, all of them. And if you're wondering why these have wood on them, it's just because I ran out of wire and I didn't have a large enough wire to go over the entire opening, so I put some wood on it to keep it from being just like a swinging door. Not the best idea, but it works. So the cages on the top, they're a little bit better design. I made those after I made these ones on the bottom. So yeah, so that's the cages, the nest box, and then if you haven't noticed, I do have boards in all of the cages, so if they want to rest their feet, they can. And so that's the setup. Alright, thanks for watching.